Oh, yeah. There it goes. Close that. When we last left our adventurers, they found themselves sailing away from a secret sea cave, able to teleport a whole ship to and from Windhaven, and perhaps other places? A few unlucky souls found themselves below decks, throwing up constantly due to a mixture of the rigors of extraplanar travel and the rocking of waves. Those who sought refuge from the constant retching found themselves battling a water genie that had chased a water nymph onto the deck of the ship. After defeating the elemental creature, the sea nymph was very grateful. Tomas was smitten and sad to see her leave as she dove into the ocean. Before swimming below the waves, the nymph stated she would bless the ship. She placed her hands on the ship's living hull, which she was fascinated with, causing small glowing mushrooms to sprout all around the hull. Then with a wink and a grin, she swam away into the ocean. 2 more days of smooth sailing sees the crew fully recovered and pushing southwest to Saltmarsh. 8 more days of sailing should put you in the familiar arms of Saltmarsh's harbor. For now, though, the cool ocean wind moves you across the choppy gray waters during this winter afternoon. What would you like to do?
Do we have like a new layer of fungus around the hull of the ship?
A new layer of what now?
Fungus?
Yeah, so as you look over the edge of the ship, the railing, during the day, you can't really tell that they are just kind of constantly glowing. But they're very small, but there's a lot of them, just kind of dotting the hull on all sides.
So like small phosphorescent mushrooms.
Yes.
How do they taste?
I don't know. No one has tasted them yet.
I wonder if it's a new spell. Would you be able to use that as a new spell component?
Maybe. Currently, I actually cannot get my character out of a compartment on the ship.
Out of bed? I can't get out of bed.
Yeah.
Oh, I found you. There you are.
Something like this.
Oh.
Hmm.
And this is adorable as well.
Have we gotten underway again to head toward Saltmarsh?
Yeah, this is like fast forward 2 days from the last events. Basically 2 uneventful days of sailing. The water's a little more choppy on this day, kind of reflecting the gray, overcast sky above. The rest of the crew's kind of bustling about, doing as they do. Lucilla's at the helm. Thrak is fixing a piece of line that had come off, finding some new rope and tying some stuff off. So if you guys had some interactions you wanted to have with each other or to do, anything you want to do, feel free. If not, just let me know and we can kind of move on a little bit.
Gonna eat one of the mushrooms.
Oh my word. Alright.
By the head.
So, Hiss, you kind of reach down. It's kind of at the full extent of your reach. Just gonna reach in. You're able to pick a little cluster of mushrooms up off the side. It comes away pretty easily. Go ahead and roll a Constitution check for me. Roll a save for me, rather.
It's fine. I'm just as proficient in those.
So,
I have answered on. So it should have been the 11.
Okay. It's. You've eaten other mushrooms before. It's a similar texture. As you kind of like, the rest of you watch Hiss, she kind of chomps it, swallows it, and you can see this like greenish powder on her tongue as she opens her mouth and chews. You wait. Nothing seems to happen. And it has a kind of smoky, nutty flavor to it.
Ew.
Alright.
Bless you.
You guys will be right back.
I don't know if that was a bad idea yet or not.
Yeah. My question is your tongue gonna glow in the dark now?
Yeah, it's fine. At least she didn't lose another eye.
So I'm thinking of different uses for this strange fungus.
Yeah. So what exactly does the fungus cause?
It's just luminant. It just bioluminescence. It just glow in the dark.
Okay, so
I don't think there was any other.
I mean,
Yeah, listen to the description. When we left last session, it's just literally she blesses our ship. Yeah. Our ship now glows lightly with luminescent mushrooms.
Could you, which we figured out might not always be a blessing if you're trying to sneak around. Yeah, this big glow in the dark ship. But Hiss, could you maybe make if not a potion, but a liquid from it, where if you threw it on an enemy, they would glow in the dark?
just like make a fairy fire potion.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
Very
awesome.
fire.
Alchemist fairy fire. It's worth a try. The worst thing that can happen is that it's possible, but prohibitively expensive.
I was thinking if you just mixed it up in just water and a breakable vial, throw it, and it breaks open.
Yeah, at least you have some of the ingredients. So.
Yep.
Yes,
So-
studied alchemy.
We're going to Salt Marsh,
Yeah.
and I've
Technically,
been
we're
there,
doing
but
the same thing.
I've not spent much time there. I think I've heard you mention something about a hag or an old witch and an oni, but also that there is the brotherhood there.
Yes. Let's see, because Oni we fought, so that shouldn't be a problem anymore. But the old lady, yeah, we haven't dealt with her yet. What was her name? Mother something.
Mother Nightshade, something like that.
Mother, yes, Granny Nightshade.
Granny Nightshade, yes.
And yeah, we established that there's the Brotherhood in Saltmarsh. There's some sort of spy, but we don't know who it is. So do we want to do sleuthing? We could be breaking into houses to... Are we going to be breaking into council member houses to look for information? I don't know. Are we dealing with Granny Nightshade first?
But we could definitely use an excuse of trying to help eliminate Granny Nightshade as the reason that we've come back. I don't
Yeah.
know. What other reason would there be for us to come back to something?
Good point. And then we're keeping an eye out for clues about Ook's place, where he needs to go.
Right.
I feel like that'll just, I don't know, we'll just have to find clues for that.
So yeah, we got split up. There was someone else who's not here anymore. He and I went to the marshes while everyone else dealt with an uni or oni or whatever it's called.
Oh, that's right.
We, in the meantime, found in a tree that had like come alive. It had all these zombies, like these bodies hanging from it, which became zombies. So I was hacking at this tree, and my companion was running around mad, killing these zombies. And the tree said something about Granny. It didn't say it. I could hear it in my head, sort of like. Never mind. Sort of like. My head is a busy place these days. Let's just say that, but I could feel the words in my brain, and it said something about Granny Nightshade. So I don't know who or what Granny Nightshade is, but it was tied to this tree.
No, it's true. The Oni talked about him too, I'm pretty sure.
I'm back.
Yeah, I say we go to Salt Marsh and investigate. We can.
Yeah. And maybe actually deal with the Granny Nightshade.
Yeah,
Wait,
while
how
we're
long
there,
ago
we
in
look
game
at-
was the Oni thing?
Oh man.
Oh man.
All right.
Granny Nightshade might have already passed.
Yeah.
Like-
We were talking about old age earlier. Yeah. So 25. It's probably been
Yeah, for us,
about
it's been like a year.
3 months in game. About. Yeah, just about. An equivalent time frame. You guys kind of got to, and we're tooling around Salt Marsh in the beginning, around like October-ish time frame. It's currently like mid-January-ish, or towards the end of January. Hmm. Alright, so as the day wears on, I would like someone to go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Who's the person?
I haven't rolled good already, so I'm passing that book. Oof.
That could be good.
Dude, it could be good. You're right.
I'm glad Kurt was the one to roll.
Alright. Kurt.
Yes, the big old.
Grab a d8 for me, and then roll a d8. All right. So you guys continue sailing through the day. The seas get a little choppier. And the crew seems to have to work a little bit harder to keep the ship on course, but I wouldn't say it's like a storm. The day passes more or less with more or less smooth sailing. And night comes, and the moon rises over the water. Is there anything you guys want to take care of or do before the day's over?
I think Ukala would just help Drac with ship repairs and maintenance stuff while he's getting over his seasickness or whatever. He's out of commission.
Fair enough. 1 second here.
Are we, Ukala, are you still, do you still have plans for carving a masthead or not a masthead, but what is the
Figurehead.
Oh, the bow figurehead. And has it changed? Has your design changed?
Yeah.
The ship is obviously changed.
My idea hasn't changed. I'm not sure I can do it while we're sailing, but I'm open to new ideas if we want to change it. I suppose.
I have no ideas. I'm not a explanation.
Just hoping I can pull it off. It never seems to quite work out. Maybe I'm losing my touch.
Well, I think many masterpieces are found underneath pounds of other material. Many sculptures start as nothing but large pieces of stone.
And if you mess up, you could always just make it a giant toothpick.
There you go.
The beauty of the item will it's inside. You just have to find it.
Yeah. Giant toothpick, eh? I hate to see the maw that toothpick would pick food out of.
Or the sandwich.
You're all right, Firebrand.
So at night, if you guys are looking over the edge of the ship, you see that your ship does give off a minor amount of bioluminescence. It's not lighting up the water around you or anything. It's just soft almost pinpoints of glow, a soft green glow that shines out from your ship. Let's see here.
Just enough to invite the shark.
Yes. Just enough to call in the Kraken. Off in the distance, you see another glowing light. It slowly kind of appears on the horizon, and as you get closer to it, you see another ship, a galley, kind of sailing off, maybe about a quarter mile off from you. You guys are moving faster than it, so you're kind of catching up. It's sailing about a quarter mile off your port bow. As you pass it, you're able to make out the kind of hustle and bustle crew on the ship. They seem to be wary of you. You watch as it turns and starts to kind of try to put more distance between you and it. Thrak has a spyglass out and looking at it. It appears to be some sort of a galley, perhaps a cargo ship. Name on the front, the Furious Prince. I don't know her. Doesn't look hostile, though, at this point.
Making sure. And various princes and any pirate ship names that we know of.
Yeah, go ahead and do a history check for me.
Load.
You've never heard of it.
Nope.
Which isn't super surprising. Though you guys are the owner of a glorious warship, that's not necessarily... And you're becoming more comfortable with life at sea. It's still something that is relatively new to you.
It's a cargo ship, I suppose. We just let it
what
go.
was the name again, Brad? The something Prince? The
Furious Prince.
Furious. Thank you.
Unless you guys want to do anything else, it continues to put distance between you and it.
So I wonder if it thinks we're pirates, or if it's conveying, if it has illicit goods in the hole somewhere, or if it just doesn't know us and wants to keep its distance.
I'm sure many ships sail to and fro. I don't know if we need to investigate every one of them.
Thrak chimes in a little bit. I've been thinking. We don't really have any kind of identifying markers. This ship in and of itself is going to be new to people's eyes anyways. Perhaps we should register the ship with a shipping guild, or perhaps you could start your own. Make a flag, and I don't know. Just a thought.
I guess, would it be common that flags fly, or ships fly the flag of a nation that they hail from?
If they were representatives from that nation, of course. If you were part of, say, the Keelandish... If you were a Keelandish warship, you would fly the flag of Keeland. Or if you had pledged your allegiance to a certain pirate lord, you would fly their flag as well, I imagine. Anyways, it's just something to think about. And as you watch, the ship kind of has made its way further away from you, that the soft lantern glows from the deck going to disappear into the night. Everyone not on duty makes their way below decks and towards their respective rooms and cabins. And falls asleep. Let me see here. Yukala. you let's see here. Second here. Yukala, as you let the rise and fall of the ship lull you to sleep, you find yourself dreaming again. Now, you normally have dreams, but there's some that you know well seem to be something a little bit more. You haven't had one in some time. The last one you had was some time ago. But now you find yourself in what you assume is one of those dreams again. The dream starts with you staring into a pool of water, deep in a verdant forest. The reflection...
Sorry.
What's that?
I'm so sorry. My internet bugged out there for like a minute.
Okay, so as you let the rise and fall of the ship lull you to sleep, you find yourself dreaming once again. You're staring into a pool of water deep in a verdant forest. The reflection staring back at you is not your own. A half-elf stares back at you, but not you. You stand as you are crouched next to the pool, and you move deeper into the forest. The other half-elves from your previous dream are gone, though the forest seems to be the same one as before. You're not sure how you know that, as you yourself have never seen this forest, or at least have never been there. You slink between ferns and trees, moving the occasional branch out of your way with a spear. You now remember from your last dream that you're looking for a large snake that was said to be causing problems in this part of the wood. Hopefully, you can kill the menace and use its meat to feed the village. So you continue moving on, searching for sign of passage of this creature. Your compatriots, having moved off into different parts of the forest, looking themselves for signs, spreading out to cover more ground. The dreams sometimes make it hard to tell your own mind apart from whoever you're seeing in these dreams. You feel the brush of leaves against your skin. You feel the stillness in the air. You hear the sounds of animal life as if you're actually there. It's very vivid and real. It's almost like lucid dreaming a bit. As you move deeper into the forest, you come into what looks like a clearing. And you see a channel-like depression that catches your eye as you move into the clearing. The clearing itself is surrounded by a ring of tall trees. And the clearing is comprised of what looks to be like grasses and ferns. Kind of shadowed light filters through the treetop canopy above. As you approach this strange and odd channel in the ground, you can see it's about 15 feet wide and runs through the clearing from the side you're on across between two large trees on the other side. You reach out, touch it, and as you look, you see large grooves running perpendicular to the channel in the ground. And you realize that those grooves are probably made by the overlapping scales of the snake's belly. No, you hear yourself say. It can't be that big, can it? You let out a bird-like whistle to alert your friends, and you hear faint echoing whistles from the surrounding forests. Good. Your friends are nearby. They didn't stray too far. And you sit down to wait for your friends to come. You reach onto your belt and you pull out a looks to be like a packet of something wrapped in large leaves, and you unfold the leaves, and there's some type of baked bread that you start breaking pieces off and eating. And that's when you see it. 2 pinpricks of light, wide set, peeking out between 2 trees on the other side of the forest. There's another set, smaller and closer together, and higher, about 4 feet above the original 2 pinpricks of light you see. Both sets begin to move slowly out into the shadowed light of the clearing. You watch with much concern as a huge snake slithers out with a ragged humanoid riding on it just behind the head. You watch as the snake crawls up and over a downed tree, and it just cracks underneath its weight, crushed to dust. The woman you see riding it is somehow more unsettling than this. She's about 4 feet tall, standing on stick-like legs and dressed in what could barely be called tatters of clothing. Her head is crooked to the side at an odd angle, while she looks at you with a wild, emerald-eyed stare. Her eyes are deep-set in a skull-like face, and wilted hair kind of hangs in strands about her face, stuck to her head with sweat. You look delicious, she says through broken teeth. You smirk as you pick up your spear and unsheath an axe at your waist. You hear yourself say, "This just got a little more fun." And with that, you wake up with rays of sunshine peeking through an open porthole of your room. And with that, we will start the next day of our travel.
Kala will look for Natali and see if she's out and about yet.
As you grab your clothing and accoutrements, you make your way to the top deck. A bright blue sky greets you, and a cold breeze continuing to push the ship towards Salt Marsh. You see Natali in her usual spot at the bow of the ship, looking forward. She's kind of leaning against the railing, looking over her left shoulder out over the sea. She's holding the book she had received from Mathioli. She has some of her tattooing supplies kind of spread out around her. As she turns her attention back to her book, she flips the page and grabs an ink bottle, and she holds it and looks back at her book, puts it down. She looks up as your footsteps alert her to your presence. Oh, hello.
Hey, looks like you're making quite a mess up here. What's going on? Is this you're keeping your bottles and your books now?
Well, these choppy seas aren't helping me any. It's hard to keep all my things from falling off the side of the ship. I'm just trying to figure these inks out. They're different than anything I've used before. According to this manual, they should be able to grant some sort of magical abilities or enhancements. Just trying to sort everything out. What are you up to?
Not much. Just starting my day. Maybe when we get to shore, I can get some extra wood and build a little box for you or something to keep all your things from rolling about. Say, have you slept all right last couple nights?
Yeah, of course. Nothing, nothing worse than, getting woken up by the random dip in the waves, but, why? Why do you ask?
Oh, just checking. I know I don't know how much time you've spent at sea.
Not much, admittedly. Are you not sleeping well?
Had some odd dreams, or at least I did last night.
Really? Do you want to talk about it?
Um, I don't know if you've ever had a dream where you're seeing through someone else's eyes. Has that ever happened to you? It was like I was myself, but I wasn't myself. I was someone else. Someone who maybe lived a long time ago. And I saw myself in reflected water, but it wasn't me. It was this other person. A hunter of some sort. Anyways, we were hunting a big snake with some other people and came to a clearing and realized it was a very, very big snake. And I saw it, and there was a woman or a child or some sort of, I don't know. I couldn't tell if it was undead or sick or some sort of witchly being, but it looked unwell, and it was riding this snake with its hair clinging to its face and this odd smile, and it's very unsettling. Riding atop this gigantic serpent. but I somehow this person that I was but not was, that doesn't make sense. Um, I don't know, seemed to take it as more of a challenge or a game than something to be. It was mixed emotions. It was like concern, but also, I don't know. It's hard to describe. Anyways, I'm rambling and
Uh,
making a fool of myself, but
Are
that
you,
was the dream.
are you sure it's not you? That sounds a lot like you.
What? Hunting giant snakes? Spear? Sounds like me.
Think of all the things that you've encountered over your travels. I don't know. It just seems like you've become quite accomplished in battle yourself. Perhaps your mind is projecting your accomplishments or your combat into your dreams, and you're just I don't know what I'm saying, but perhaps it's nothing more than a dream. They say that soldiers oftentimes dream of being in combat. It's part of their life, and so in their sleeping hours, their mind just drifts that way and creates those situations for them. Sometimes it even creates nightmares where they can't draw their sword from their scabbard, or they pull it out and it's a snake itself, or they can't move fast enough, things like that. Perhaps stress has caused your mind to create these dreams or images.
Yeah, I suppose being transformed into a giant ape and then being transformed into a giant and having your body accelerated through time would probably take its toll. Not to mention being stabbed by a dark wannabe god creature or whatever the hell we fought back there. Yeah, you're right.
You've experienced things that people talk about in legend. I can't imagine that not having an effect on you.
I still can't believe the monk didn't get hit once by that thing.
Natali looks over. Hisek, you're running up and down the rigging of the main mast, helping Frack with something, and doing so with your natural and unsurprising alacrity at this point. He's a bit of a marvel, that one. Maybe you should learn a thing or two from him. She kind of reaches out and touches a scar on your arm. You do seem to get hit quite a bit.
True. Really, the worst part about it, though, was seeing you get hit and not being able to do anything about it.
Well,
So,
I can take care of myself. Now, it seems. I think I'm getting the hang of this, power. Or at least I'm moving in that direction.
all right, well, I know I can't convince you to stay back when things go south, but just please keep your distance as best you can.
I try. Perhaps things will get back to normal once we return to Saltmarsh. I'll open up my shop again, and maybe I'll give you a new tattoo.
Or I'll find some real estate somewhere. Anyways, I'll let you get back to it.
And with that, she goes back to reading her book, jotting down notes.
will find Thrak and find something to do.
All right. As the day wears on, I would like someone to roll a d20, please. Not
Somebody
Hisek.
else. Somebody else.
Not Hisek.
Okay.
Yeah. I would like you to roll a d8 for me, please.
What's our random encounter? Oh no. The higher number, the usually worse it is.
You already rolled a 7, so roll one more d8. Ow! Yikes! Slammed my my arm against the table. That was wonderful.
Brad, why'd you do that?
'Cause you know I'm the worst. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Let's see. Can you guys hear me okay? Am I copy? Or can you hear me at all?
We hear you
Hear
on
you.
that last word.
Yeah, the last little bit. Hear you at all?
Okay. I like the music in Roll20's like cut out and everything sounds kind of choppy. Let me see here. Alright. So the day passes without incident, unless there's something else you guys want to do.
Oh.
Okay.
How
can't
many
think of
days are
anything
we from
for
Saltmarsh?
You are 7 days away from Saltmarsh.
Okay.
That's a lot of days.
That's a lot of days. So, night falls again, the moon rises over the ocean, and as you are either working, lounging about the deck, Lucilla at the helm as usual. She's unusually quiet this trip, these last couple of days.
So nice and peaceful.
Um, Thrak kind of takes the wheel from her at one point. She, sidles on over to the railing and just kind of leans up against it and is looking out. Tomas is again practicing his mandolin, hanging in a hammock on the deck. Things are pretty peaceful. The sea is calm. The moon reflects a white light off the surface of the calm waters. Lucilla says, what's that? Quick, come here, look. As you guys kind of come over to her side of the railing, you kind of peek over and you see the mushrooms themselves have grown a little bit larger. and the caps have almost like turned inside out, exposing the gills or the frilly underbelly of the mushroom itself, and they seem to be growing or glowing with a brighter light. Nightali from the front of the ship. Yes, I see it too. It's beautiful. And as you watch, hundreds of mushrooms move and turn and expose their underbelly. And you watch as almost a mist or a cloud of glowing motes kind of take flight from each mushroom and float up and out, up to the deck of the ship, out to the sails, out and around, creating this glowing, swirling mist of fungal powder. I would like everybody to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Uh-oh.
Rolling so bad.
Let me get Lucilla here.
Sorry, I gotta get up. My wife just cut up a caramel apple.
Duty calls.
Yeah, worth it.
Yeah. Alright, so Nightali, she's gonna roll 1. Lucilla's gonna roll 1. Tomas is gonna roll 1.
You need to test that air conditioner again.
Huh? Oh.
Alright. Those of you that failed, watch as this mist of fungal glowing spores swirls beautifully across the deck. It seems to not leave the ship. It moves with it. Even though your sails are full of wind, it's not blowing away, and it swirls and it sways left and right. These strange circular formations. It almost gets so thick, actually, that it's hard to see through it. Let me sec here. You hold out your hand, hiss, and in your little palm, this conglomeration of glowing fungal spores seems to coalesce into what looks like the shape of just a young man who alights himself on your palm, and it kind of like looks at you and then runs up your arm up to your nose and like taps you on the face, and he explodes in a little cloud of green dust. The rest of you kind of look around and see strange shapes, almost like people moving and disappearing across the deck of the ship. And you find yourself growing very sleepy. Vanya, Tomas, Lucilla, and Hiss. You guys yawn and just feel this unbearable urge to lay down, lean against the mast or railing, and you fall asleep. Those of you who are still awake find the mist growing so thick that you cannot see more than 5 feet in front of you. You reach out and grab whatever you can, a railing, the mast, a line. You crouch down and walk, just making sure that you don't slip off the edge of the ship. As you crawl across the ship, your head like bonks into something. Something that shouldn't be there. You knew where you were. You're next to the mast. You didn't crawl further enough forward or back to run into one of the mangonels. And as that happens, you feel this strong breeze blow, like an overwhelming gust of wind. And the mist blows away and reveals a table sitting in the middle of the deck. It's a huge table. It almost reaches about 20 feet long. It's canted at an angle so it can fit. And there are chairs all around it. As you stand up, you see this table filled with all sorts of food. So much of it you recognize, just delicious dishes and like a big roast pig, desserts everywhere. Strange as that is, the people and the things sitting around this table are stranger still. The most strange being a large man, well, half man and half beast, it appears. He's got the legs of what appears to be a goat and the upper body of a man with this big, like a large belly. He's got these little horns sticking out above him. He's bare chested, and he's holding a huge mug of frothing ale, and he has like a turkey leg in his other hand. His little cloven hooves are kicked up on the table itself, and around him he's surrounded by a number of strange creatures and people. Others like him, but smaller. You have what you could only take to be a centaur, lying down so that its upper body is at the correct height at the table. You have men and women that seem to be made of leaves and vines. There's a young woman there sitting at the table. Her skin a blue color, with like webbed hands and feet. Her hair the color of like the greenest seaweed. She has these fins that run from her elbow down her side down to her ankles as well. You even catch sight of these small little men and women with small glittering wings as they zip about the table, grabbing bites of food, just all around this table. Vanya, you stand up as well, and you see and recognize your visitor from a couple nights before, the woman or the sea nymph that you saved from the Marin. And she kind of waves at you with a smile. The satyr looks at you. Stand up, boy. What are you doing laying down there? Come on, have a seat. Enjoy a meal.
Paula will look at Hizik and Vanya like, what?
I
Hisik,
guess we'll go up to the near
Are we still on our? Does it look like we're still on our ship? Like you said, we couldn't see 5 feet, but can I
yes,
see the deck?
yes, you're on your ship, and the only thing that's changed is this like opulent table full of food, beautiful candle, like these candelabras made of solid gold and silver and platinum, just festooned with 20 candles apiece. And it looks like the deck of your ship, at least that portion of it, has been turned into a little bit of a party.
And the mist.
Our ship is still moving.
Yes.
With the sea,
Yes.
rocking and whatnot.
Yep.
And the mist is clear enough that we have pretty good visibility.
Yeah, the mist is gone.
Okay.
And it's blown away.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought the mist was clear.
Fanayana, wasn't it? I think.
Most guests asked to come on board before making an appearance.
Well, Faniana assured me that this was the right ship for me. She said you wouldn't mind. You were very accommodating to her the last time she was here.
And who is it exactly we have the honor of welcoming onto our vessel?
Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? My name is Hirsum. I am the Prince of Fools. And I hearken from the Feywild. And who are you? Whose ship and what is it called?
It's our ship, and she hails by the name the Gnarled Knot.
The Gnarled Knot. It is quite remarkable, and he kicks his feet off of the table, and they clomp on the wooden deck of the ship, and he walks over to the railing. It is remarkable. Wonderful, actually. This hole you have, I've never seen one like it before. It's perfect. It's perfect! And he like twirls and goes back to the ship, grabs his his mug of ale and just quaffs it. It spills out all over him. Fanayana, you've done it again. You've done it again. Well done, child. Well done. And look at this crew. Look at this crew. He starts like kind of cavorting around the deck of the ship, inspecting everybody, and like some giggling pixies kind of flitter around him as he walks about the ship as well. He goes over to Tomas and grabs the mandolin. Entertainment! And goes over to Hiss and crouches down. Oh, how adorable. And he inspects everyone in turn. You certainly have an eclectic crew. Wonderful. This is going to be a beautiful pleasure cruise. Fanayana, again, well done. Please, sit down. Have a meal. Although this is all I brought. Once it's gone, it's gone. And I do expect that you will be fine hosts and will provide entertainment and food befitting an archfey like myself, I know it won't be a problem. I know it won't. I am optimistic about this cruise we're about to take.
I'm not so sure there's going to be a cruise that we take. What?
And like the whole table just breaks out in laughter. And he kind of points at you and throws his head back, wide mouth, just roaring with laughter. The entertainment starts already. Comedy. My favorite.
Yeah, is this a dinner party cruise? Or are we talking about a multiple day?
You tell me. Oh, no. At least a couple of days. I needed to get away. The court is such a bore these days. The Queen. She asks so much of us, all the time. Sometimes you just need to get a change of scenery. Some fresh air. The bobbing of the waves. Normally I flit about the forests and take my vacations there, but Funny Anna had said that she would find me a ship that I would enjoy spending time on, and she certainly has found one. Look at this horn, Funny Anna, look at it. It goes all the way up the mast. Here, quick, someone go blow it. No, I'll do it. And he launches over the table, sending some plates scattering all over the floor of the deck. Someone clean that up, quick, please. And he runs over to the horn and blows in the sound of the dragon horn just echoes out across the open ocean. Oh, that's wonderful. It truly is. Whose idea was this? And you can watch his Thrak is wide-eyed. He's coming awake, and the others two are awoken by the sound of the horn. And everyone kind of jumps up. What is going on? Lucilla says as she draws her rapier.
Is he a trickster or a fool?
Are you asking him?
No, I was leaning into Ukala and saying it under our breath. My breath.
I'm not sure. I think he's an unwelcome guest.
He's definitely unwelcomed. Do you think he's referring to the creature that we rescued from that beast?
Oh, is that what you did yesterday?
Well,
Is she here?
no,
Yeah.
she's the one that blessed the ship with the luminescent fungus.
Yeah, Vanya will go up to her if she's still there.
She is.
I think
You said you had a blessing. This wasn't exactly what we.
Well, I thought she left. I thought she did that shit and jumped off the ship.
She did.
She
That's
did,
what I
and
would've
she just
done.
came back.
She back, baby.
Oh, Jesus.
So as you're walking up to her, Vanya, Faniana looks over at the individual next to her, which is basically it's a dryad, like a male dryad, who's eating some just straight out of a bowl of what looks like blueberries. He's taking handfuls and shoving them into her mouth. And she just pushes him full off the chair. And he crashes down onto the floor of the deck. And Faniana stands up and pulls the chair out for you. Have a seat, please. I did, and as she guides you down to the chair, I did bless the ship. How lucky you are to have an archfey bless you with his presence for 2 whole days. Or more, depending. Here. And she,
Right.
she grabs a plate and she starts just piling food onto it and slides it over to you. And Hiss, you are awake as well, and you're just kind of like, what's going on?
Yeah, just gonna shuffle over and kind of hide behind Ukala.
Okay.
A lot of strange stuff, a lot of scary stuff.
It's awful quiet here. Hersom says, "You there? Oh, is that the one you were telling me about?" And Hersom kind of whispers over to Faniana, and she nods her head and kind of giggles. Oh, Faniana's taken a liking to you, sir. Oh, and it looks like you play the mandolin. Please, play us something. Quick, music! And Tomas kind of looks at a loss for words for the first time in his life, and I don't really play very well at all. I'm not sure you would want me to play. I'm just learning. I'm learning. He kind of looks bashful. Hersom turns to Faniana and says, "Oh, I'm not sure if he's the one for you then. You do love your music. Here, pass it along then to here." And he, again, leaps across the table, grabs the mandolin from Tomas's hands, and tosses it to the dryad who had come crashing to the ground. As he stands back up, he catches it and starts plucking away at it and sending music twinkling across the deck. Now, for entertainment, what is it that you have to offer for entertainment?
Well, see, right. See, that's the thing, Your Excellency-ness. We're just a humble sailing vessel. We don't have much offer in terms of entertainment or fine foods or anything. We have the ocean. We have our work.
Well, I'm sure you could produce some fine foods from the ocean below. As you're saying this, as he's saying this, Ezio kind of pops out from below decks with his cooking apron on, and he hears this, and he's been kind of listening at the door. I'm sure we'll be able to find something. And he disappears below decks once again. Linneman makes his way up to the decks and, not out of character, just kind of finds a place to sit, dead-eyed, watching the festivities. Listen here, half-elf. Your ship is made of living wood. You have the tallest horn wrapped around your mast I've ever seen. A warship, if my eyes don't deceive me. This is the most outrageous ship I've seen on the sea to date. Humble sailors. It's ridiculous. Tell me about yourselves, at least. Come along then, don't be shy. Who's this one here, hiding behind your legs? The adorable one.
Hello, I am Hiss. I'm very sleepy. I am the ship's wizard.
Wizard? Show me something! What can you do?
My normal party trick doesn't work with this many people around, but you're just gonna point up into the sky and just shoot a fireball.
This tangerine-sized ball of fire appears, alights above your hand, hovering above it, and you launch it far above the ship itself. And once it's reached the predetermined point, it explodes outwards in this dazzling, swirling fire cloud. Oh! Amazing! And he reaches out his hand himself, and you watch as the expanding flames of your fireball spin into this tornado-like cyclone, kind of dancing in the middle of the air above your ship, and the sparks kind of fly out from it and coalesce and turn into what looks to be like a whale. And the whale kind of swims through the air and dives down towards the deck, and you feel it pass just over your head and pull up out and away. You feel the heat wash over you as this heat wave just swims over the top of you and then disappears in a cloud of sparks. Wow. Amazing. I mean, your fireball was beautiful. Don't take me wrong. Wonderful form. Beautiful flames. Expertly crafted. I can't help myself. Sometimes I have to give it a little tweak. Well done.
Very pretty.
Well done. Oh, well, thank you, small one. Thank you. What's next?
She's gonna pat Vanya on the hip. Your turn.
Don't tell me. You cast magic as well? What are the odds?
Greater than you might think. Sorry, you just caught us a bit by surprise. We usually actually just use the ship to get from point A to B. We're actually on our way to Saltmarsh.
Oh, Saltmarsh. What a shame. What a shame. I used to, ages ago, I used to take vacations out in the forests surrounding that area. That is until they were turned into dirty swamps. Ugh. Filthy. Now it's barely even an afterthought for me. I suppose the Dreadwood still offers some excitement. But, it's a little dangerous these days, even for me. It's not worth the trouble. And the Silver Stand elves over at the Silver Stand, they're no fun, no serious. The sea offers variety. Fanayana, you are completely right. This was the right choice. Well done, well done.
Do you happen to know what happened to the forests that used to be in the area?
Of course. A simpleton? I did tell you I was an archfey, didn't I?
Yeah, I saw. Forgive me, Your Excellency. I didn't mean to question your authority.
We just love a good story. I'm sorry, that's just it.
As do I. As do I. I'd love to hear one. Who's got the best story here among the crew? I sense. How about this? Entertain me over the next 2 days, and I shall tell you the story of the death of the Rovenglad.
The death of the what?
The Rovenglad boy. The Rovenglad. You're very serious. I'm not sure I like you. No matter.
Okay. Story for entertainment.
It's quite the story.
Well, I suppose that's fair. What kind of stuff do you like? Duels, plays?
I'm sorry, did you say duels? And you see his like he looks over and everyone just kind of starts bustling with excitement. I do like a duel. Quickly, make space! Make space! And with that, the centaur stands up, and a couple of the other there's just this whole host of fey creatures. You have a blink dog just popping in and out different places on the ship. Dryads, naiads, pixies, little quicklings running around, satyrs, sprites. They're just all over the place. A couple of these two hulking centaurs reach out and grab a corner of the table, and they start they lift it up, food and all, and they start lifting it up the steps, up towards the back of the ship, towards the forecastle. And they clomp all the way up above. Oh, look at the armament on this place! This ship is armed to the teeth! Well done! The color scheme, black and red, mixed in with some natural tones. I love it. I love it! And you watch as the centaurs slam the table down up on the forecastle, up along the back railing, up along the railing. So if you guys are on the ship, basically it's set up like right here. Lucilla, at this point in time, realizing that no one was manning the ship, runs up and takes the wheel. The whole host of fey creatures just kind of walk up to the the quarterdeck, not the forecastle, the quarterdeck, and kind of cluster around what's left of the food, and they're all moving their own chairs if they have one, and they leave you all standing at down on the main deck. Now, I'm glad you brought up a duel. I do love a test of arms and strength and cunning. It's one of my favorite spectacles of all. Outside of comedy, of course, but none of you seem willing to tell a joke. It's all right. It's all right. I'm a new guest. Now, who's fighting who?
Well, see, the little one and I are more magic people.
Oh.
Again, we're not really the arms type.
And we would be able to keep the ship from being in harm's way.
Perfect. All right. So you two will fight. I see magic against magic. What a dazzling display. Fire, arcane energy flying this way and that. It's going to be quite the spectacle. Almost like fireworks. Have you ever seen fireworks before? They're amazing.
Haven't we?
Who knows? I don't know. That's a question for you, not for me. And what of you two? The two serious ones over there. The half-elf, half-fey, and the bald one. Oh no, you're not bald, sorry. The one in the robes. Yes, that's you. The one I don't like very much. Don't take it personal. It's just, it's a matter of taste. Matter of taste, boy.
I'm a student of the mind and martial skill.
Ah. And you, half-elf? How about some names? Can I get some names, please?
My next
Sorry.
Hessick Red. Did your son give you his name?
There he goes. Dada. Come here, Bubba.
Oh.
Oh.
That's adorable.
That is adorable.
Okay. My name's Vanya.
Your name's what, child?
Vanya.
Vanya. Beautiful. It's a rapturous name. And you, half-elf, you asked you first.
Yes, my friends call me Uke.
Ah, okay. Uke. Short. 3 letters. Harsh. It fits you. Little Dragon. Your name.
Hiss already gave her name.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I think Hiss was actually like the only one who named herself.
Hiss and I'm sleepy.
Oh yeah. I'm sleepy.
That's what she said.
Sleepy, huh? Something tells me that that's not your name. And it's not funny.
I am Hessick Ren.
Who had the name first between the two of you? Hissick? What an odd coincidence.
Well, if it suits you, you can call me Ren.
It does suit me.
I wouldn't want to confuse one of our guests.
It does suit me. It's a little bit more of a fun feel to it. Hissick's so serious. And you? Nightali gives her name. I'm Nightali. A half-elf as well, but of darker complexion. Very rare. I wonder... He kind of walks over to her, leaps across the table, off the quarterdeck, down towards her. He kind of looks her close in the eye. Huh. You have the touch of the Fae about you. I suppose perhaps it's the half-elf. The half of you that's an elf, I guess. And he kind of looks over at you, Yukala, and goes over to you and looks at you as well. So serious, but you also have a touch of the Fae. Fanayana, you have impeccable taste. Very interesting. All right, let's get to it then. Yuke and Ren, you two shall be fighting each other, and Nightali and Tomas, the clumsy one, the one that my Fanayana has taken a fancy to, you will fight as well. And just as he's saying this, Ezio comes like piling out of the deck below, and he's carrying like plates of food. As usual, the cook is able to whip up dishes of food that you always kind of scratch your head, like, where did he come up with this stuff? Like, Ezio always ends up pulling random materials out of somewhere. Who knows? Maybe he has a stash of fine foods he gets or he picks up and carries with him. But And he drops all these plates of steaming hot stew, and there's a roast turkey that he dumps onto the table, and he just starts passing around these things. Hazer runs up to the deck and rips the leg off the turkey and takes a big bite. Oh, this is delicious! Amazing! Oh, let's get to it. Let me see who's fighting first. Let's do a D4. 1, 2. Like this. And Hisik and Yuke, you'll be fighting first. Alright, let me see. You guys. Alright, so Naita, you guys can stay. And then Hiss and Vanya, I'm going to put you guys down here, but you're not involved. I just want you guys to be able to see what's going on. Alright, so give me a second here. And Hirsum is his name. Hirsum goes, no. This is all wrong. And he jumps up onto the table overlooking the main deck. It's a little on the nose, I guess, but I can't stop thinking about this food, and I don't want to waste my brain power. And he reaches out towards the ocean, and you watch as this whirlpool forms out into the ocean. And it's not very big. It's maybe maybe 10 feet wide in diameter, and just deepens, disappears so deep to the ocean floor. And he kind of wiggles his hand and turns his palm upwards, and out from this hole you just kind of wait a good maybe minute. And after a minute of waiting, this gout of fine seafloor sand shoots out of the opening of the water of the whirlpool and slams down and starts filling up and covering the main deck. Within a few minutes, the entire main deck is covered in sand. The whirlpool is dismissed with a flick of a hand. That's better. Let's see here. Weapons. Do you have weapons? Do you use weapons, or is it a fisticuffs ordeal? He kind of looks and sees you, Yukala, and he flicks his hand, and you see a dull blur of the air kind of shimmers around the edges of your blades, both of you. That way you're not going to cut each other to ribbons, and you don't have to hold back. You have the looks of warriors about you, and I hope that you put on quite the show. And with that, go ahead, both of you. Or, Yuke, with what you were going to say.
Your Excellency,
Yes.
I don't pretend to know any good ones, but you mentioned that you like jokes.
Indeed I do.
Well, here we go. What type of wood? I'm a wood carver, see, I know all about wood, so it's a wood joke.
Warrior
what type
and an
of wood-
artist.
Don't pretend to be a warrior, but thank you for that. What type of wood did the sea people make their ship out of?
The sea people. I don't know. Tell me.
Sahagony. Sahagony.
Legitimate laugh. Here we go. Roll a performance check for me.
Oh boy. This is gonna be bad.
Oh my.
You know, that's completely fair.
He, you know, I've been alive for generations. I don't even know or remember my younger years. I'm not even sure if I have a father. But I know a dad joke when I hear one. Let's lay off those, shall we? An artist, a woodcarver, a warrior, clearly. You're being modest. Not a comedian. Nice try, though, I suppose. Funny, oh no. Come on. Alright. When are we gonna get the show on the road? Come on. Are you guys willing to fight one another? You don't have to, of course.
I'm willing, especially since the blades and have been dulled. No lasting damage, more than sparring.
Yeah, I think Ukala would just whisper under her breath, like, just leave me alive. Just leave me.
Alright, and with that, go ahead and roll initiative, both of you.
Before we get too into it, can we take a little break? Because I use the bathroom.
Absolutely. Of course.
Yeah, I'll do the same. See, I'll even let you go first. You call him.
Barely. So gracious of you.
You're gonna be fine. I won't. I'm sure I won't do that much damage. Actually.
Oops. Yeah, twice.
Alright, yeah. What? Let me see. I need cool break music, like on roll 20 or a critical roll. Dun 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 diddle 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 doo. Ba 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 doo doo diddle 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 doo. Combat setting festival party. What is this? Yeah, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Is everybody back?
I am. I don't know about everyone else.
I'm finishing making a cup of coffee. I'll be right there. So is there anything you missed from home yet?
Yeah, I'd say, yeah. I mean, it has been a while. Like, I can't wait to see my parents again eventually.
No,
Oh, and I miss Mexican food. Oh,
there you go. Like, yeah, food or
yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, Taiwanese food is really good. But yeah, sometimes you just want a burrito, you know?
I would go like more mundane, common things like a normal cup of coffee or I just want to make a sandwich. For my travels, there was always commissary around, so like I had access to American food, if you will.
Oh, true, that's nice, yeah. Yeah, I can find some stuff, like, I can find, like, spaghetti here, for example, or at least the stuff to make spaghetti pretty easily. But yeah, I miss, like, you know, fresh bread, like that kind of good bread, Mexican food, and, like, kitchens aren't really a thing here very often. Like,
No,
yeah, mine just has, like, a little kind of hot pad. So I can at least make, like, basic things, but I can't, like, bake cookies or something. And I miss making cookies.
These are pretty rad.
Yeah,
and
like a
the
chocolate chip cookie.
and the snacks and like cookies are so weird everywhere you go.
Yeah, it is. It's so different.
Oh, here's a seafood squid cookie.
Yes, they legit have yeah, all these flavors. Like, I mean, A plus on creativity. But some of them are pretty weird. Because, yeah, it's like squid, bacon, something. Like,
Mm-hmm.
You need like an
I'll
easy.
judge. That's weird.
You need like an easy
That was
bake
the funny
oven.
thing about Japan. You go and you like at the airport or whatever. You go to the little shop that has all the food and the snacks, or whatever, and you try to figure out what it is off the packaging. You never get it right.
oh, yeah.
It's all pink with big, happy-looking letters and words and stars, and you open it up and it's something totally different, or it looks like a piece of candy, and it has a texture of candy, but it's like sea urchin, sugared sea urchin, or
Yeah, no, it's true. A lot of their candies and stuff, it's like beans. You know? It's like, oh, okay. There's a lot of like tofu pudding and stuff
yeah.
like that. But yeah,
There's
the
a
Chinese like aren't sweet people overall.
there's a thing in Korea that a bean curd dessert. I think it's
Yeah,
kind of
there's
like a
something like that
pastry,
here.
kind of like a pastry with a bean, like a sweet bean curd in the middle of it or something. Can't remember. Never really, well, wasn't my thing.
Yeah, I've tried something similar, and it's not bad, but yeah, not the same as a chocolate chip cookie.
Alrighty. Alright. So. Could you buy like a toaster oven? You can bake in a toaster
I
oven,
am
can't
gonna
you?
do that. Yeah, that's my plan. I haven't yet, but I can get one at one of their big supermarkets. I will.
Alright, so. Let's do this. Let's do. This one, maybe?
I'm kind of curious. The observer is part of the initiative order.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Uke, as you square up, standing on the now arena-like sands of the gnarled knot, you watch as Hyssek gets into a fighting pose across from you. You pull out whatever weapon you so choose and prepare for your first attack. Go ahead. You're up.
Yeah, he'll pull the big Festerwood Claymore out, and he's like trying to get into it. He tries to rage, but he can't really rage because this doesn't feel like he's in danger or he's like protecting anybody. So he kind of awkwardly goes up to Hyssek and like attacks, but it doesn't look awesome. But it's still an attack, I guess. So, oh god.
Oh yeah, whatever. Like some days ago, yeah.
As you just kind of swing the sword, Hyssek, you kind of catch your foot in the sand as you're trying to dodge. This is kind of throwing you off a little bit, and the claymore takes you right in the side of the head. Just smashes you, or at least the side of the ribs. And you take, what is that, 14? 15 damage.
15.
Sorry. Math! So good at math. You take 15 bludgeoning damage as it smashes into your side.
And instead of taking a second attack, he'll just be like, "Oh, sorry. You're right."
Yes, I see how it's going to be.
And that'll be his turn.
Okay.
Where are those crits when we're? Anyways.
Right. I will take a step back, which would, I guess, provoke an opportunity attack. And I will
He will not take.
start swinging my 9-section chain. And is that a wisp? Oh my god!
What the heck?
It's awesome.
So as you
Y'all were
swing,
meant to beat
as you
each other up.
swing this chain, you flash it over your head, round and round. You let it fly, and it smashes you right in the center of the chest. You grunt in pain as you take 16 damage.
So that was like a sweeping round swing. I pull it in, twirling it back and forth, and this time I launch it out, kind of like a straight throw. That one misses. I'll come back in, use flurry of blows. Excuse me, spend a key point, and kind of twirling on one foot and a kick, and then bring that foot down and the other foot around for another kick.
All right. That one hits. That one misses.
Yeah.
As he's throwing these chain strike kick after kick, you're like dodging them, eyes wide, kind of surprised by the speed. Though you've seen him fight so many times at this point, it's still surprising to be on the receiving end of these attacks. And you get hit one more time for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Here's some... Whoa! Well done, boring one. At least you're exciting in combat. Comedian, please, if you don't mind, stop holding back. I've heard tell of your prowess. Faniana was very impressed. Yuke, you're up.
He was throwing up all day.
Oh, that's true. He didn't even fight. Never mind. The dungeon master was mistaken about what he just said. I can still tell you're holding back.
All right. He will, now that he's taken some damage, he will be able to bonus action rage. So the signature chanting fills the air as, I guess, now 2 ancestral guardians make an appearance.
Just the 2. Oh, that is interesting. Well done.
He will attack. That's probably a miss.
Yep, he jumps over your blades. It sweeps at his legs.
Impressive. And another miss.
2 11s. And the damage? Man, those rolls are too close. Alright, any movement, feel free to do. And Hisik, you're up.
I'm sorry, I'm reading something. I will. I'm going to. I'm going to try to use Yukala against himself in this. So I will use my action to dodge and well, no, that doesn't either or, so it wouldn't work. I was going to try to get him to waste his rages, and it does attack or take damage. So even if I don't hit him, if he attacks me, he still keeps. I have another way to do it then. With my 9-section chain, swinging it, and does that hit?
That hits.
I am going to.
So does it round down or round up? Is it 6 damage if it's half, or is it 5?
Round down.
6. Okay.
Alright, so he hits you with his chain whip again.
I'm going to stun you.
Let's see. It's a Constitution save, right?
Yes, I'm going to try to stun you. How's that?
Oh.
Oh, I think I'm stunned.
You are absolutely stunned.
Yeah, Ook's not into it.
As this thing smashes into your side, you feel this twinge as your muscles cramp up and you can't move.
As the 9-section chain swings around, I'm going to let it twist around my body diagonally from waist to shoulder.
Okay.
And then while it does that, I'll go in for a kick diagonally from low to high. And then on the back swing of the kick, it's going to like a heel to the other side of the head.
Yeah.
And then as my feet come back down, my other opposite arm is going to swing and punch for the middle of his chest.
Yeah.
Why am I -1?
Negative one?
I didn't have bless on.
So you keep, after you hit him with the chain whip, you take the opportunity of him being stunned, and you just start punching him and kicking him like he's a punching bag. Ultimately, you deal him 12 bludgeoning damage.
I think he gets another round, right? I'm stunned.
Absolutely.
Or is it the beginning of it? Yeah.
Well, you get to. Oh yeah, I thought there was another save.
So,
I'll just continue to punch.
well, hold on. It's Hirsum's turn.
Oh.
That's quite impressive, but a little on the boring side. Thank you. And he kind of waves his hand, and you feel your stunned condition disappear. Hissing. Or, Uke. While I can appreciate the martial prowess, it's not fun to watch. Hiss, it's your turn. I'm sorry. Uke, it's your turn.
One of those people. All right. Seeing that I'm not getting anywhere, he will reckless attack with the claymore. Is a 21 hit?
21 hits.
No.
What?
19 is my AC without Chill of Fate.
Oh, yep. Shield of Faith up.
And I don't have it up.
So what's your AC right now?
19.
Okay, so it hits, yeah.
He rolled a. Oh, he has.
Yeah,
advantage.
reckless
He's using
attack.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have reckless attack, so I don't really remember what it is.
So, yeah,
but
he-
it's advantage. Yeah.
So you hit him.
He will use a superiority die to let's try here. Let's try a trip attack.
Nice.
So I roll another d8.
So another 6
Another-
points of damage. All right, you need to make a strength saving throw. Which you fail. As he takes his second attack, or was that your first attack?
It's the first
That's your
attack.
first one. So as he smashes his claymore into your knees, you feel them buckle. And you crash down to the sand below.
And then I'll take my second attack with advantage. Dope. Which is a miss.
Which is a miss. Alright, Hissig, you're up.
I will kip myself back up to my feet, and I'll start doing. What is the stupid dance fighting?
Oh, capoeire or
Yeah.
Stupid dance fighting.
And-
Insulting an entire culture.
Well, I was thinking low to the ground. So
You know that cool thing you guys can do? It's dumb, but I'm going to do it.
well,
I'm kidding, man. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
It's kind of cool, but for my guy to start doing it is dumb.
I'm just kidding.
And yeah, I will attack
Oh, yeah, that hits.
and attack. Use a Warp Priest ability to attack again. Oh wait, no. I take it back. My bonus action will be to use a key point to dodge. Add dodge, which I think adds 5 to AC. I think.
or my attacks have disadvantage on you. Is that how it works?
Focus entirely on avoiding attacks until the start of your next turn. Any attack disadvantage. Yes. And I make dexterity save throws with advantage. Yes, that's correct. I gotta go let my dog out.
That's absurd. 15. You take 7 damage.
McCullough's hit me once, and I lost 19 hit points. I've hit him 7 times, and he's lost 14.
No, I've lost.
I know. I'm just it's all half. Yeah.
No, you've done like 47 points of damage to me.
Isn't it all? It's all been halved, though, right?
The first couple weren't because I wasn't raging at first.
Right.
All right. Here sums up. Now this is more I like it. Yuke, you're up.
He will. Yeah, not reckless. So with disadvantage, he'll try to hit Isaac. So disadvantage, which is probably not gonna. There's that 11 again. Miss, and does a 19 hit?
19 does hit me.
All right.
All right. You just keep swinging at him and missing. And out of frustration, you race forward and you slash at him with your Fester Wood Claymore. And dealing him 15 damage.
Oh, I totally forgot about the hang on.
The effect, right? Shoot.
Yes.
It does something on a crit.
Yeah. Let me look it up here. Here it is. I'll put it into the chat thing.
For the next 1d4 turns. So we've had what?
Yeah, probably.
Well, roll a d4 then.
Okay.
One turn.
One turn.
All right. Roll one more d6.
You got it.
So that'll be 3 extra damage you took from the beetles that were crawling all over your gross skin. Or gross beetles crawling over your skin.
I don't think the movement thing would have affected anything he did.
No, I don't think so either. Hisik, you're up.
All right. I'm going to. I want to stop this rage thing. So I am going to swing my 9-section chain around and miss. And again, probably miss. Nope.
That's 3 damage.
Yep. Up in 3. I will move around him here one more to where this is in between us. And at this point, I'm gonna kick around this thing.
Okay.
Kind of like hold it like it's a pommel or something. And do 2 kicks. My movement.
They both hit. 10 more damage.
I'm not sure how it would look, but I'm going to scramble up this thing 45 feet.
Oh my god.
Vertical surfaces don't slow me anymore.
They don't slow you?
No, I can walk on water and I can walk on.
Is it like spider climb or is it?
It's
the here.
the super cheesy thing in action movies where you like see them run on a wall. It's that. It's emulating that, but in D&D.
Yeah. So long as he's moving, he can go up.
Unarmed movement improvement. Vertical surfaces and across liquids on your turn without falling during the move. So I can go the extent of my distance, which is 45, and I'm assuming there's cross arms, maybe 20 feet up, whatever. I don't need to climb all the way, but I'm gonna get out of his reach.
Okay. Let me see here. Unarmored movement improvement. Give me a second. I can't believe how much you guys get. Monks. When do you get that? At 9th level?
9th level. Yeah.
Alright, so you basically run past him and kick off of the ground and start like running up the mast. Are you gonna move your full speed? The mast is like 35 feet tall.
I just want to get to where I can. There's a cross brace and I can stop.
All right, about 25 feet up, there's the cross brace of the mast, and you hold on to that. Go ahead and do an opportunity attack. Yuke.
Ukala.
Yeah, Yuke. If you want to, of course. But you do miss.
Wing and a miss.
So Hirsim looks at that and goes, I'll let it stand for now. Alright, Yuke, you're up.
Alright, with his bonus action, Yuke is going to use, what's it called? Second Wind. Which is, what is it? Is it the 12 plus? D10.
Plus your fire level.
Plus 4.
D10 plus your fighting level.
Yep. So we get back 8. And he's just going to
chop down the mast.
Sorry. He's just going to back up and just ram into this mast and try to just shake it and do anything he can to get Hizik down from there.
Okay, go ahead and do an athletics check.
You got it. I think it's with advantage because I'm raging.
Ooh. Go ahead and do a dexterity check. A dexterity save. Hissick. Oh!
Wow.
Dude. Okay. Clash of the Titan rolls. Alright, so yeah. You like back up. Just the slipperiness of your foe is driving you wild at this point. His little kicks just smashing you constantly. He doesn't ever seem to miss. It's just frustrating you. Your guardians kind of swirl and move around you, and they move up next to you and they kind of nod their head. And you guys almost move into the same space. Your body starts to glow with the same greenish-blue energy that they kind of exude. And you back up, and you sprint and slam your shoulder against the mast. Your eyes glowing this like furious blue-green light. Hissick, you watch in amazement as the mast moves, and it takes you by surprise. And you slip off of the mast, and you fall back down to earth. You basically just kick your legs over, arms to your side and do a backflip and land softly down onto the ground. Taking no damage. Any movement? 5, 10, anything. So minus 10 movement, Uke. Anything else you want to do?
No, just move up close to him.
Okay.
Where I'd see, like.
All right, so you start running, sprinting around the mast to get up on Hisik. Hisik, you're up. Rule of cool, baby. Rule of cool.
I am. I'm not. My stuns don't stand, so.
Well, they did stand for one whole round last time.
Yeah, no, you totally stunned me for a round.
Jeez. I'll do that and stun him again as I run away. And I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to run and up onto the deck.
Oh, he totally stunned me again.
Yeah. I'll be here, but I want to be on the deck, ranged.
Right. So you take 4 damage from that attack, and you are stunned. All right, and you race up to the front of the ship. So are you going up on the forecastle is what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really like how these the maps are kind of annoying. But
I'll stand on the stairs, that way we're all on the same thing, but I'm going to be up.
But technically he's right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so exciting! Well done! You hear ring across the battlefield. I love it! Alright, you're up. Uke.
I'm stunned.
You are stunned. Hisik, you're up.
I'm going to thought of Lucilla, and she reminded me that he's really just a pincushion.
Alright. You grab your longbow, pull out an arrow, and as the arrow is flying true, you see like the shimmering ward quickly, just in the blink of an eye, cover up the arrows as well as it smashes into your chest and bounces off the side. 2 quick arrows in quick succession just smash you both. So you take 12 bludgeoning damage as the arrows just smash into your chest, almost hitting the exact same spot, one after another.
And why not? I'll use a war priest and one more shot. Why not?
As far as the 3rd arrow, and it misses. Oh no, it hits.
He's
it hits. So you take 5 more bludgeoning damage. Now you are not stunned, right?
Correct.
And Hirsam's up. He's not going to do anything. He's just clapping. Uke, you're up.
Oh, this feels terrible. Okay. He will. Let's see. 40 movement. Do I have enough to get close to him?
If
Yeah,
you
oh
can
yeah.
get 40, if you got 40, you can get.
Oh yeah,
You can click.
absolutely.
I didn't know you had 40. Yeah. Forgot rain. A barbarian extra movement. Yep.
All right, so you.
Um,
So here we can put you up here now that you guys are on the same.
are you gonna move us up to the other
Yeah.
map here?
There you go. You race across the deck, sand flying with every footstep.
Reckless attack. Why not?
Do it. You hit him as you smash him with your claymore. 9 damage.
Let's try. This is a little. This feels weird, but let's try a menacing attack.
All right. Wisdom save,
Wisdom.
please. So you had taken additional 4 damage. Hisik. Now roll a wisdom save. Oh my word!
Oh.
There's just something about you. Something's kind of like turned over. Turned on his engine. And he's just like pursuing you relentlessly. And for the first time, you just feel this like this fear kind of take hold of you.
Okay.
And then just one more regular attack, which misses.
Okay.
Oh, 18 misses, right? Yeah.
And 18 does miss. Give me a second here. Okay, so your turn. You are afraid of him, but you're kind of already standing next to him, so that's not bad. And normally you would have advantage due to reckless attack, but due to the fear disadvantage, it's going to be a straight roll.
Great.
Okay, go ahead.
I am going to. I'm going to backflip away from him.
Okay.
10 feet.
You just
When I
backhand
get-
spring away.
Yep. Backhand spring. When I get to here, I'm going to do a flip off the ship. And between this level and the water, I pull my hood up. So that's 15 feet of movement. I have 45 left because once my hood's up, I have 60 feet of movement.
Okay.
And I'm going to swim under the ship.
So you'd have to swim down a little bit too.
Right. That's why I was shortening where I was going to come up at.
Okay.
Yeah. But I want to come up over here. My intent is, I don't think he's going to think I'm going to swim under the ship. So I'm expecting him to run over here to chase me, and then I'm going to try to climb up there and surprise him.
Thanks.
Or actually, you know what? I'll just swim down and under the ship. Nothing diagonal, just right there.
Okay. Sounds
So
good.
on this turn, he took no damage, and he didn't attack me.
Yeah. So his rage ends.
Okay. After just like screaming at him, hitting him so hard, and then watching your friend jump off the side, you just feel this release of tension, and you like kind of snap out of it.
So he'll run over the edge here, and then, not seeing Hisik, he'll kind of start to feel his scars and wounds, and look back at Hearsome and kind of
raise his hands and be like, "Are you not entertained?"
Oh, it's a wonderful show. Well done. Keep it up.
And he'll just be like probably looking over the edge here, and then maybe suspiciously look around elsewhere, but not let's go.
All right, Hissik, you're up.
I'm gonna climb the up the side, up the railing, and I want to run, and I don't have an ability for this, but I'm gonna put all my attacks into kicks, and I want to kick him over the rail.
That hits, and I'm not raging.
Okay.
So
7 damage, 10 damage, 8 damage, 9 damage. You pop up over the edge and you start slamming him
34.
with attacks.
what is that? 34 damage.
Yes. Go ahead and roll. You're down?
Down to 10.
Okay. Roll a contested athletics check, both of you.
Right. I do not have advantage because I'm not raging.
Oh shit!
Oh, close.
You basically are like a boxer. You have him up against the railing, and you
have a +9 to athletics. Sorry.
and you are just smashing him. No longer afraid. Just pummeling him. Here sums up. Oh, I can see the end. The end is coming. Oh, wonderful. And you're up.
All right. Bonus action. We'll use another rage. So go into a rage. And he's going to drop his sword and try to grapple Hissik. Try to bear hug him and grab him and grapple him.
Okay. Thank you, Biffy. All right. So athletics and contested again.
I believe I can use my dexterity.
You could. Yeah, you could.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's athletics or what is
Or
it?
acrobatics. I can use that.
You're tired. As you reach out to grab him, the pain from your wounds and the bruising is too much, and he slips from your grasp. Alright, Hissik, you're up.
I'm going to, as he reaches for me, I'll duck out of the way, and in kind of as much of it like a snake-like movement, dexterous movement as I can, slide up beside him and around him, and I want to grapple him and try to put him to sleep.
Okay. Same thing, contested strength. So you do athletics, Hissik, and he needs to do athletics or acrobatics. Yeah. So you come up behind him and try to put him in a rear naked choke, but he slips out. You get him there, but he's able to tuck his chin, grab your arm, and yank it out and dip out from underneath. You're up.
Same thing. I'll try to wrestle with this squirmy.
All right, so you guys are just basically in the corner, weapons dropped, just a test of strength and unarmed combatant skill, grappling.
Sorry, Vanya and Hiss, we're almost done. I think maybe.
So
This is hilarious.
you grab him. This time you just reach out and just wrap your arms around him, arms pinned to the side, and squeeze as hard as you can. He is grappled by you.
I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, go ahead. I think it's the end of my turn then. Yeah.
How do you have me grappled?
He rolled a 24 and
I-
you rolled a 16.
Like how? Like no? Like what's the?
Oh, like you have your arms down your sides and he's like bear hugging you from the front. just like
Okay.
pure strength. Not like a skillful rear naked
here.
choke. He's just like he's Dave Bautistaing
All right.
you, man. He's just
All right. I'm going to, since I think we're about the same height, I'm going to stomp your foot.
okay. Well, so hold on. So that was your
grapple.
What's that? No, I know.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if his turn was done.
Oh, yes.
No, that's fine. The only thing I was going to do was like dangle him over the edge, but I don't know if I can even do that on my turn. That'd probably be like a next turn.
That works.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
You have a bunch of movement. I'd say you'd be able to do something with that. Yeah. So you lift him. You just grab him, squeeze, and you lift him over the edge of the railing, his feet dangling over. Alright, Hisik, now your turn. So you do your unarmed strike. Can't do it against his foot.
I can't do his foot, so I'm going to headbutt him.
Okay, bonk, right in the nose. That's 8 damage.
Which is 4. He was at 10.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm at 6 now.
I'm going to headbutt him again.
Okay.
Yep.
That's 5 more.
So down to hit point.
Oh my god.
And I want him to let me go. So War Priest and 1 more attack.
Yep.
And that does it. So you're just dangling over the edge of the ship, being crushed. You feel this crushing strength. Years of working with wood and swinging a hammer. Eyes filled with this blue light. He's just like trying to crush you. And you just rear your head back and bam, bam, bam. And with the third hit across the bridge of his nose, you watch as Yuke's eyes roll back in his head. His arms slacken, and all of a sudden you're falling into the water below. You feel the cold embrace of the water as it goes around you. Yuke, everything goes black. What do you do, Hisik?
On the way down, I was going to slow fall.
Okay.
And then I was going to grab the railing. I don't know if I could...
I'm not sure you can do that.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll be back in the water, and next round I'll climb back up.
All right. So combat has ended.
I'd like to climb back up and reach down and take his hand and pull him up.
All right. Yeah. So you get him. It's like you get him in that like recovery position. You get behind him, fold his legs up, get his arms. You start like administering some kind of fighter's first aid, and you just hear this thunderous applause coming from the other side of the ship. Heaps of hooting and hollering. Howls of laughter and clapping and enjoyment, and you hear some yell, "Well done! No holding back! Amazing! Ha ha ha! What a show! What a show! Yeah, go get him! Go get him!" And then so one of the centaurs like comes over and like grabs Yukala up and brings him over to the feast table and sits him in a chair, and Hirsum reaches out and he like touches him, and he watches this green energy flows from its fingertips into Yukala, and Yukala, you are healed by 26 hit points, and then the 7 that came from Hisik. So you come to, beaten, battered, and bruised, Hisik standing next to you as well, receiving the congratulations of your Fey host and his retinue. Amazing. Both of you. Incredible fighting skill. I'm very impressed. Very impressed.
I had an idea at the last moment
Sure.
that I thought I was going to do, but when you were down to 1 hit point, I don't know if I was gonna kiss you.
What?
I was gonna see if that would break his rage with 1 hit point.
That would have broke my rage.
That
Super
would have been
surpri-
unexpected for sure.
Super surprising, unexpected.
And
An,
let's go.
an alternate timeline, perhaps.
Yeah. Let's go of Natalia and puts like a hand to his cheek. Like, what was that? Let's
Yeah.
go of him.
All right, so you guys are here, and we're gonna switch spaces. You're offered food from the feast table.
Got me down to half hit points.
Had he been able to hit you more often, I think it was close.
Oh, yeah. I was worried about it at the very beginning, and there were lots of times that I was worried about it. Yeah.
All right, so
I didn't like the idea of it at first, at all.
So first the martial battle, and now the battle of magic, the arcane, the fireworks. It's your turn, little dragon, and yours, Miss Vanya. So, what are you guys gonna do?
Spells aren't very environmentally friendly.
Don't worry. We like the excitement. If you guys are... Obviously, you don't have to fight each other. You guys have a million choices you could do. But if you want to, you can, and you can roll initiative.
Alright. Works
Yeah.
for me, this.
Okay.
It's alright, we got healing. Just don't
Yeah.
burn me to a crisp and we're good.
I'll try to be forgiving.
Do I have to stand here?
No, I just put you here so you guys can see.
We blow up the ship, yeah.
I'm thinking I want to be somewhere else completely.
Yeah, I imagine you guys are up on the quarterdeck with the feast table, like, watching what's going on. And you watch as Hirasum kind of waves his hand, and this kind of shimmering bubble of arcane energy covers the quarterdeck. That ought to keep us safe, depending on their abilities, of course. All right. Hiss, you're up.
I actually think Vanya's supposed to go first because she rolled a 20. It just did it 3 times.
Yeah, I didn't have my tokens left,
I
so
see.
that was my fault.
There we go. Vanya, you're first.
Alright. Ugh, what the heck, let's just go all out for fun. She's just gonna take a deep breath, punch the ground, and she's gonna try casting Destructive Wave.
Whoa. Gosh. Alright.
Oh my gosh.
Counterspell.
Okay. What level is that?
5th.
Okay. Which means you have to roll a what?
I forgot how that works. Yeah.
10? I always forget. Hold on. So roll the check. Let's see here. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So you have to roll a 15.
Well, I guess the first question
No.
is what level?
Save it.
Yes.
3rd level.
Okay.
Which means you'd have to roll a 12.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Holy smokes.
So it's just a. I've actually not done the check nearly enough, so it's just supposed to be a
10
check.
plus, yeah, 15?
Should be 15,
Or
but if you
12.
cast it at a higher level,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I won't save the big boy slots if I
Wait,
stay
wait.
conscious.
if you cast it at a higher level, 4th level or higher. Oh, so you still have to get a 15.
Oh, sorry.
Ook, you can't counterspell it.
Nope.
Alright, go ahead and roll. Or did you? I missed it.
No, I haven't yet. Ooh.
Do you roll intelligence? Is that what it is?
I'm supposed to use my
I would
spellcasting
assume
ability,
So. Yeah.
Oh.
which is for me just a. It says ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Alright. Well, it doesn't work. So, Vanya, as you slam your fist into the ground, going to a knee, this destructive wave of force, like a shockwave, explodes from you, whipping lines, sending sand flying everywhere. And you watch as Hiss quickly launches her hands forward, and there's like this impression in that wall of force. It's like pushing into the wall of force. The rest of the force goes out around her, and there's a little bit of hesitation, a little bit of breaks through, and smashes into Hiss, dealing her 37 damage.
She is not. Wait. I think
Wow.
she's not prone. No. Oh, but you get a save. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the con save.
Yeah, you get a con
So you
save
deal half damage.
if you succeed the con save. Yeah.
17 damage, then, is what you take. And
Yeah, and you're not locked down.
and Hiss. Your turn.
Okay. I need to see the I'll check something real quick.
Check away. Hear some like gasp, just in pure surprise and pleasure. So much so soon. Amazing. Well done. You hear the clapping coming from the peanut gallery.
Is this our ship got bigger? Is it actually still this wide on the map, or?
Yeah, it's 20 feet wide. And then length. It's about 100 feet long, 95.
Okay. If we're going all out, Hiss is going to
why
just
not?
reach,
Fun.
touch herself, and polymorph herself into a T-Rex.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Yes.
Which is what, a huge creature?
Yeah, it's huge.
Which is 15 feet, right?
Yes.
She,
Can you keep? Can we keep Hiss with like T-Rex body, but her head?
that's right. It's just
And
a
hat.
but it's
And
a
hat.
it's a big Hiss head.
Yes, it's giant. His head.
So Hiss, it's up to Hiss. I'll allow it.
I think that'd be really... Yeah, fine. Whatever. It'd be entertaining.
It's up to you. No pressure.
I'm good with it.
It's your moment. So you watch as Hiss places her hand up near her heart, and you feel this impressive amount of arcane energy and heat emanating off her, and you watch as her legs just... You watch as she grows 15 feet tall and long, her arms shortening tight to her body, her leg muscles getting huge, and this huge tail extending out behind her. Comically so, Hiss's head stays more or less the same, forming a little bit more of a T-Rex shape, but she keeps her green eyes, and her mouth opens, revealing sharp teeth. You look at those teeth in fear, Vanya, but you can see the arcane ward kind of shimmering around the teeth. Alright. You just hear shouts of exultation. Just absolute, pure, 10 out of 10 pleasure coming from the back, from the peanut gallery. Vanya, you're up.
I will try dispelling magic.
Oh, okay. You reach out one hand and this
I think I have to roll too, actually.
yeah, the shimmering ball of energy. It's almost invisible, but it flows and moves in your hand, and you push out, and it expands out, almost like a shockwave in and of itself, and washes over you, Hiss. So any spell of 3rd level or lower, the target ends. Polymorph is what? 4th. Free spell of 4th level higher on the target. Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. So 10, so you need a 14.
And I use my saving throw? Or
I think
just...
you use your spellcasting ability, so it'd be wisdom. So it's just,
okay.
It'd be...
It's a check, not a throw.
Yeah, it'd just
so
be
it's
a straight wisdom check.
Sorry, it's being really slow. Come on.
It's 10. I'm surprised they don't let you... Oh, it's so close! Yes, you feel this, your magic being like torn away from you. This magical energy you feel coursing through your body, forcing your body to be something that it's not. You feel it ebb and flow away from you, like it's being torn away. But you bear down, and by force of will, you take control of your arcane force, and you keep it within your body. You remain in your form. Vanya, what are you doing?
I mean, that was my action, yeah.
Okay, do you want to move? Bonus action, anything. It's up to you.
Nah, that opportunity attack will hurt. I'll just be terrified.
Alright, you're up, Hiss.
Gonna bite Vanya.
Alright. Your huge maw opens up and you reach down to lash at her. That hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Yeah, it hits.
You feel this crushing force.
Wait, what's the bite?
Crunch
Oh,
you around the
right.
middle.
I forgot the bite is crunchy. Holy crap.
Hey, roll that.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
And then, since you're medium, you are now also grappled.
Fair enough.
That's true. Does she get a save for that or no?
It's just an auto grapple. She has to break it on her turn.
Okay. Alright, you feel her grab you around the waist, like sideways. Her head turns sideways and clamps you. Teeth running on your front and back, and she lifts you off the ground in her mouth. This could be shorter than we thought. At least it's spectacular. You're up, Vanya.
Alright. She'll see that her dispel didn't do it the first time, so now she'll do it at 4th level.
Alright, so she casts... So you like snake your arm in between these teeth, and you like punch up into the as far as you can into Hiss's mouth. Fourth level higher.
Does upcasting actually change it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because it does for. I think it does for counterspell, but I don't think it does anything
Oh,
for
it might
I don't
not.
think so.
I don't actually know.
Besides it being so similar. So you could just use a 3rd level instead, not.
You spell 4th level or
Doesn't
higher. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Hold on, here we go. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, you automatically end the effects of the spell on the target if the spell's level is equal to or less than the level of the spell.
Yeah, Brad is correct.
Okay.
Weird
so
that
it is the
the
same.
card doesn't have the upcast on it.
That is strange.
Yeah. I'll have to. Yeah, maybe I have an old version or something. I'll fix that.
And that was from Roll20.
Yeah, no, I pulled it up too just to be sure, and yeah, you're right. It has an upcast. You really think it'd pull it since it's the same website.
Alright, so you reach in and slam your fist onto the upper part of its mouth. And you cast your spell through that, and the same invisible flowing wall of force concusses inside your mouth, Hiss, and your eyes go wide as this time you feel as your magic is torn from your body. The arcane energy leaves like it's being pulled through every pore of your skin, and you feel yourself shrink back down to size. Standing next to Vanya, you look up with her with small green eyes as you have like a piece of her shirt in your mouth, just like tugging it.
Ah.
Alright, Vanya, any movement or bonus action you want to do?
Can't cast any bonus action spells, so. No, I'll stay up close to her. Why not?
Okay, Hiss, you're up.
She's gonna do it again.
Hiss, you should have. I know, it just keeps growing.
It's just T-Rex. T-Rex.
Hiss, what are your hit points?
Oh,
What's your max HP?
It's supposed to be 55. I think I took 17 damage. What you said?
Okay.
Yeah.
I had written down and was keeping track of the T-Rex's HP manually, and not the. I had left the Hiss token holding actual
So
HP.
you 10, 5. All right, so you should be at like okay there, and then Vanya, what's your max HP these days?
71.
Okay, and your current. I gotta change that.
I'm down 33. Yeah.
That fight was good. It was a good thing you ended it because you were grappled, so it's gonna be advantage next time.
Is that your dog, Brad?
No,
That's my dog.
that's-
He's asleep and having a bad dream.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
All right, let's see here. 33. All right, Hiss, you're up.
Apparently, I borked some of the wording for something I typed for my 3rd level ability. Where's Artillerist? This is the first time I've gotten a chance to use this ability. My apologies.
No, do it. That's what I was testing my destructive wave.
Best place to do it is on each other.
When the DM doesn't have any other plans, he makes us fight ourselves.
Oh.
Really hoping to see Tomas and Lucilla go at it.
I'm going to use my action to create my teapot. My Eldritch Cannon.
Oh, interesting. Oh, it's a little
I'm
cannon.
having a bad dream.
Nice. What does it look like?
A teapot with spider legs.
No.
That's so cool.
It just kind of apparates next to you, right?
Yeah, and the spot I'm picking is going to be right about here. Does that have to be within 5 feet of me?
Let me see here. This is kind of janky, but we'll use this for now.
Yeah.
I gotta get you a token.
Okay. And as I believe it's. I'm not even going to read this to make sure.
That's my baby screaming in the background. AC of 18.
Number of hit points equal to 5 times your artificer level.
Then use my bonus action to have. Well, the mode I chose for it was Ballista.
Okay.
And I'm going to have it take a shot at Vanya with bonus action.
Alright, go ahead. Is it a ranged attack? Is it considered ranged? So does it have disadvantage at 5 feet?
It should, I think.
You can't do it again.
Because it's supposed to be a ranged spell attack.
Do you want to amend where you have it appear then?
I mean, yeah, the only place I'd be able to put it where it wouldn't have that would be, like, on this weird grading, I guess.
Oh, like right here.
Where I'm wanting the effect that I'm aiming for.
Okay, sure. And go ahead. But roll a disadvantage then. I think.
Do-do-do-do.
13.
Alright, so since it didn't hit, the secondary effect doesn't apply.
Right. Okay, so it did not hit. What does it shoot?
It's supposed to still just be like arcane energy, but I just want it to be a blast of just scalding hot tea.
Fair enough.
Like a fire hose.
And it like whistles as it does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does just that. However, being the first time you've used it, it misses, surprisingly. Alright. Go ahead, Vanya, you're up.
Sorry. I don't know. She's gonna try just casting inflict wounds. And she'll do it at. It always just does it at first level.
I was gonna shield that.
Okay.
Yeah, and it didn't hit anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like honest with if you're gonna try and hit me with some kind of melee, so I'm probably gonna shield.
All right. So you tried to hit him, but she ducks out of the way. Hiss, you're up.
Alright. Oh shit. Okay. I forgot that I can make it the Eldritch Cannon walk as part of the bonus action of activating it, so I could walk it back after it attacked.
Okay.
Oh, well. We're learning.
If you were a chronomancer, you could do that.
So your teapot walks backwards.
And now going to try to first bonus action to try and hit Vanya again.
Okay. With your cannon?
Teapot, short and sound. Oh, I should have a 14, but wouldn't have hit anyway.
Okay.
You got this, cannon. I know you can do it. Just not this time.
Okay, anything else?
Whatever. I'm not using fourth level or anything else. Fourth level fireball. Centered on my feet.
All right. So as
I was waiting for that.
the teapot takes another shot, Hiss, you're just kind of like standing there looking at it, rubbing your chin, like, I gotta work out the kinks on that one. You kind of look up at Vanya, apologize, and then this tangerine-sized little ball hovers over your fist. You kind of shrug your shoulders and smash it into the ground at your feet. This firestorm expands. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, and then roll damage. Yes, please. 25.
Oh, smart. I'm so bad at dex saving throws.
Boom! You definitely somehow miss. As you watch as she throws the ball down to the ground, you see it expand, and in that blink of an eye, you watch as Hiss uses her ability to shape the spell, carve out a little pocket where the fire does not touch her, and you're able to partly sneak your way into that.
Yeah, I get on top of it.
And you take half damage, so you take 12. 12 fire damage. And it's your turn.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry, this is so hot. This is stressful.
Yeah.
She's just going to. Yeah, what the heck? She'll try Ice Storm. She hasn't done that before.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that.
Taking.
Alright, so you... That's a cone, right?
Another post.
So go ahead and roll your dexterity save,
Yeah,
please.
let me post it.
So arms out, wrists together in front of you. This, from a single point of ice. Dang! This, cone of ice just slams into you. A hail of rock hard ice pounds to the ground. Oh, that's rock hard ice from the sky. So from quickly roiling clouds appear above the battleground, and these huge pieces of hail start smashing all around you, Hiss, and you start dodging from side to side, taking some of the hits, but not all of them.
Does this teapot have to, like... I don't know, is it affected by area?
Yeah, it would be. Roll a dexterity save for your teapot, please.
It's just treated as a 10.
What's that?
All of its scores for rolls are just. Wait, does he even make the set? Like, oh no, okay, I treat score as a 10, but I still have to roll it. All right, you got this, teapot. I believe in you.
Alright, so the teapot takes 23 bludgeoning, and you take 12 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, teapot explodes.
Let's see here. So you're there. Boom. Alright, and it's your turn, Hiss. And the teapot's gone?
It's 5 times my artificer level, so it's got only 15 HP. So it's
For now. Alright, you're up.
I don't know what to do. Get a Hail Mary.
Oh?
I'm going to just start tearing into you with magic missiles.
Oh,
This is
that's the
fair.
stuff.
So, oh wait, oh right, yeah, okay. So I'm doing it on a second level slot, so it's going to be
4. It should be 4.
5 darts.
5 darts.
I always forget. Hold on, let me read the spell description. I don't use the spell nearly as much as the wizard really should.
As
Okay, it's 4. Because it starts as 3.
I never, like, when Magic Missile comes around, I'm always like, how many? And do we roll everyone?
That's the ongoing question.
Yeah. I've heard from like 2 of the different, like, just because Crawford says that you're not supposed to roll more than once, but other designers say you're supposed to because it starts messing with the other abilities like Evocation Wizard and things like that.
I think we usually roll for everyone, so feel free to do
Yeah,
that.
because it's supposed to be an anti-mage spell.
Yeah. Just do it. Plus, it's more exciting than rolling one.
Yeah, it's
So
fun.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you rolling 5 or 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's supposed to be 4. Yeah,
All right.
because it's second level. So it starts 3, goes 4.
So one little hand punches out almost point blank with your chest, Vanya, and just you take 4 blasts of Eldritch Energy right to the gut. Deal 11 damage. Ooh, back and forth. It's close. All right, Vanya, you're up.
Yeah, we're I will do. Yeah, I have a lot of 4th levels, why not? She'll just do Shatter at 4th level, and she'll use her Divine Intervention to try to max it.
Okay.
I mean, not Divine Intervention, not Divine Intervention, the other thing.
Divine favor.
Channel Divinity. Yeah, Channel Divinity.
Channel D. All right.
She reaches out and calls for her god to aid her.
Destroy her.
All right, go ahead and do a saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Con save. And go ahead and roll the damage, just in case. That is definitely a miss. At 4th level...
Yeah, hits down.
Yeah, I'm maxing it, so.
Yeah.
How many d8s would that be at that level?
5.
5.
So
Okay.
it's 40. This would be negative 14.
All right. So you just this sphere explodes from you, centered on you. The sand around you just blows up and out, leaving a huge crater, exposing the wooden deck planks below. Hiss, you lean into it, gritting your teeth and closing your eyes. But it smashes into you, sending you end over end, crashing to the deck, unconscious. And with that, here's again a loud explosion of applause and praise coming from Hirsum and his retinue. Vanya, you race up to Hiss, and you reach down, kneel down, and place your hands upon her, funneling in gold, radiant healing energy. Are you doing 2 cure wounds or just the 1?
Yeah, I'll just do 2 cure.
All right, so you funnel 2 cure wounds into her. You heal up to 22 hit points. Hiss. As you come to, you just kind of blink your eyes, shake your head, see Vanya's smiling form over you. And you hear the loud sound of applause echoing across the water and the boat itself. Bravo! Amazing show! An incredible display of martial prowess and arcane potential. Amazing. I have to say I've been entertained. Well done. But, alas, I have traveled from plane to plane, witnessed incredible feats of arcane and martial prowess, and eaten food fit for an archfey. I think it's time for me to, go to sleep. Go to sleep! Is that what you said, Yukala? I'm sorry, Hisik? Go to sleep.
No, I thought you were going to say it was time for your visit to end.
Oh, no. I don't think so. I think, well, and he kind of, like, sits back hard into his chair. Queen Titania did give me a to-do list before I left. In truth, that's what I'm running from. The things are rather important, though. What do you think, Fanyanya? Should I, be responsible? Leave this incredible entertainment? Perhaps you're right, Hisik, serious one. Perhaps I should take a page out of your book. All right. But as promised, the story of the Rovenglad. And with that, he stands up onto the table and jumps down onto the deck, and he Fanyana comes with him, and he leans over and whispers something into her ear, and she nods and leaps over the side of the deck. As she disappears below the waves, you see the rest of the retinue just kind of stand up, stretch, and it looks like they're kind of getting ready to kind of stand by. Maybe 10 minutes later, the sea nymph leaps out of the water onto the deck of the ship, holding a clam about the size of, let's say, like a grapefruit, and hands it to Hirsum, and he waves his hand over it a few times, almost without touching it, like caressing it. The clam, you see a little bit of liquid spit out at the seals as it slowly opens up, revealing a pearl about the size of say like a kumquat. He reaches in, pulls it out. And he looks at it and starts moving his hand over it, moving his fingers in formations unknown to you. And you watch as the pearl starts to glow with an internal light and starts flashing colors, greens, blues, reds, yellows. It starts moving through the spectrum. The light spilling out around his fingers, but the light itself almost seems to have a substance in and of itself, as it almost flows like smoke down to the deck and disappears and fades away. The story of the Rovenglad is hidden inside this pearl. View it at your leisure. I hope it entertains you as much as you have entertained me this evening. I hope, and as he's speaking, the mists the spores start floating up and around you again from the upturned mushrooms from your ship. And the almost you start losing sight of him and his retinue as it becomes thicker and thicker. And you all start growing sleepy again. I'm going to have everyone do a Constitution saving throw one more time.
Oh boy, nap time.
Me too.
Vanya, Hiss, Yuke, Hissik, you're good. Everyone else, you watch as the other members of the crew start yawning. Lucilla, if you see Lucilla up at the tiller, she's already asleep, draped over the wheel of the ship. You hear the thumps of your friends as they crash down to the deck, and you yourselves, your eyes close to sleep. Except for you, Hissik. You watch as Hirsum looks at you, rolls his eyes. Of course, you'd be the one to stay awake. You are boring. And with that, you lose sight of him as the spores get so thick that you can't see him. Again, a huge gust of wind blows through the area and blows the wind away. In Hissik, you stand alone, awake on the deck of the Gnarled Knot, and you watch as the pearl, glowing a slight greenish hue, lies on the deck. The table's gone, the retinue, and the Archfey himself have disappeared. What do you do?
You're muted.
I am muted. I pick up the pearl and I wait for everyone to wake up. I thought about looting everyone.
That's a Janrik thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your Janrik is showing.
Yeah.
Your Janrik is showing.
He was a little.
Going from Janrik to a
Yeah, I
character
would've
that's
left
being
us all
called
naked.
no fun at all and boring. Imagine.
So as everyone slowly yawns and comes to, everyone, you kind of look around. Did you grab the pearl or no?
Yes, I picked it up.
Okay, you picked it up. Okay. Everyone, you look around. Shake your heads. Stand up. Nightali looks over the edge of the railing. The mushrooms, they're not glowing anymore. As you peek over as well, you see that the mushrooms are still there. They've just lost their bioluminescence.
Does anyone think that she actually thought him visiting us would be a blessing, and not the?
No. Yeah, no, I asked. She definitely did.
Perhaps she meant a blessing for them.
He was kind of an asshole.
Kind of. Yeah. Are you all right, Firebrand?
Yeah, is everyone alright?
I didn't set the ship on fire. I'm great.
I'm fine, but I feel. I don't know. I just don't feel well about fighting one another.
Yeah, I don't feel so well about it either. As he stretches out his sore muscles and tends his, I guess he wouldn't have scars.
Yeah,
Scarred
I'm
ego.
sorry. That one was me. It seemed like the type of thing he'd like, so. It's the quickest way to make him go away, but I should have asked first.
I'm not disappointed that he found me boring.
He has a very interesting idea of what is fun, so maybe that's not such a bad thing.
What happened to the clamshell, to the pearl?
Oh, I have it here. I wanted to wait until you were all awake again. I assume we have to throw it or bash it to release the story.
And have you tried opening it?
Is it a pearl or a clamp?
It's just the pearl. It's about.
Okay.
Okay, I thought it was clam.
Yeah. It has this like kind of strange green internal light.
Well, you know, when he did mention this, he was talking about his time before Salt Marsh was Salt Marsh, and he mentioned something about how the area turned and changed. This might provide some background.
Would you like
That's
me
the
to
goal.
identify it?
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, and I'll hand it to Hissick, or Hiss rather.
Okay. She's gonna immediately start studying it and trying to figure out what's going on with it. Hope it doesn't curse her.
Okay.
She has any more curses.
I want to make a wizard that licks things to identify them.
But
she doesn't.
But he's just like a human.
Yeah. Yeah, he just licks them to.
Like his doing it, like, oh, that's cute, and that's on brand. But like, just some random dude, just like licking swords.
Some really old, creepy, like codgery. Yeah, dude.
Tastes like rusty steel and evocation magic, I think.
Actually, a technique for archaeologists, paleontologists.
No, we're not supposed to lick things.
I've heard that like you can
never-
lick something to tell if it's bone, wood, or stone quickly.
Fine, yeah, we're not
You also
supposed
figure out it's
to,
a turd from a prehistoric animal too, but that's losing.
It definitely works on fresh stuff. Way better. Yeah. Definitely poop. 100% animal poop. Yeah, so are you casting Identify, or are you just kind of inspecting it?
Oh no, casting Identify.
Okay.
And as a reminder, because I haven't identified something in a minute.
So, as you hold it, you force your arcane will, thought, and power into the item itself. And you let it kind of run through it, trying to find the different physical and arcane nooks and crannies of this item. You receive it back into you, and your eyes kind of light up with this silver shimmer as your mind is able to comprehend the arcane information that it received. Hold on one second. So You use this item by attuning to it. The moment you attune to it, it will play basically a memory for you. More or less what's in there is a memory that's locked inside of it. So once attuned, you'll be able to view that memory as if it was your own. And
Thinking Harry Potter tear vial thing.
Yeah, so the school of magic would be, I think, probably divination.
Yeah.
And it's a single-use item. As far as what spell was used to create it, it's kind of out of your realm of comprehension at the time.
I don't want to be traumatized.
Lick it.
It already knows what pearls taste like. It has a memory trapped inside of it, or stored, or something along those lines. You have to spend time with it and bond with it before you can reveal the memory, and then it just stops working after that. But you have the memory in you like it was your own. Not unlike a weird dream.
Good dream indeed.
So who's brave?
Yeah, who wants the weird dream?
Honestly, my ancestral guardians told me to take Natali to the Rogueglad. I almost wonder if she should be the one to take in this memory. If she wants to.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't...
For whatever reason, you seem to be tied to this part of the world, or what used to be this part of the world.
I've never been here before traveling to Saltmarsh. I can't imagine what connection I would have.
Well, for whatever reason, it seems to be important that you get to this Rovenglad place, or what used to be this Rovenglad place. Perhaps this will help you learn a bit more in terms of why that could be.
Well, we each have equal stake, it seems. You were the one that heard, and you're the one that's supposed to take me, apparently. Even though I'm not saying I would go, by the way. I would be willing to take it and view it. But I think you could as well. I'll leave the decision with you.
It only plays for one person?
You don't know.
I thought it would play for all of us. Why would he only tell a story to one person?
Well, I think it becomes a memory. That they tell the story to us, but could be wrong. We don't know. Maybe we can all get the memory.
With him, he seemed to annoy all of us.
Okay.
I don't think that he would do something that would only annoy one person. He seems to want to affect as many people as he could, or infect.
Well, I don't. Yeah, it's not my place to make a decision here, but I would say Natale should view it, and then afterwards, hopefully, we'll each have the opportunity to do so as well.
Alright, if you're sure, Luke.
All right.
I have been speaking to you, though, so.
Yes, Bo. Quit groaning.
Dead dog.
He does it all the time.
He's so cute.
He just moans and groans.
Final call. Me or you?
I've already seen memories from the past. It'd be nice to have someone else understand that experience.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. She reaches out and takes the pearl, holds it close to her face, inspects it. Well, at the very least, this pearl is worth a fortune. She takes it, places it into a pouch on her belt. I'll let you know. As she looks up at the stars. It's getting late. I think I'm not ready to view it yet. I think I'd like some sleep first. And, oh, good night. She, goes below decks. And with that, you'd spend the next hour or two with the help of the crew brooming the rest of the sand off of the deck and back into the ocean, just really cementing how much you really didn't like that guy. He's like that celebrity hotel guy who wrecks the hotel, and then leaves without footing the bill, leaving his trash everywhere. But eventually, the deck is cleared and clean, tired, bruised, battered, and with a better understanding of each other's martial or arcane talents, and hopefully a better respect for each other and your abilities, you disappear below decks yourselves and collapse into bed. Close your eyes and allow yourselves to be lulled into sleep.
It was all a bad dream.
The next 7 days pass uneventfully. Except for maybe one storm along the way that Yasha is able to tone down with her abilities. Did I say Yasha? I meant Vanya. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been watching
Same as
a lot of Critical Role. Things are coming to a head, and it's exciting. But either way, you guys wait expectantly for Natali to kind of broach the subject of the pearl, but she doesn't bring it back up, at least not on this part of the journey, and avoids any questions about it. Ultimately, you guys seem to lose yourself in the work for the next 7 days, and on the morning of the 7th day, as the sun peeks up over the horizon, you see the glittering windows of Saltmarsh's dock and harbor district wave at you as you sail into the harbor. Although what you see is quite different than what you left. Immediately you notice two things, two very large things, two warships, placed in kind of a gatekeeper position in the mouth of the harbor as you sail into it, both of which are flying the Keelandish Kingdom's colors on their masts. And with that, we will call it for the day.